Hello, my peoples. I am back. This past weekend, I did a lot of. I spent some time really getting just pen to paper on what I want 2023 to look like. Like, what is an ideal 2023? What would that look like if everything worked out the way I want it to? And why I was motivated to do that is, first of all, I don't even know if anybody's ever going to watch this. I know I probably will eventually. So I'm just treating, again, this video series is just my journal and what's on my mind. And the more I open my mouth, the more that it seems like a lot of people I know kind of are juggling some of the same issues, problems, challenges that I am. So it's just a way for me to connect with other people and who knows, maybe give ideas, get ideas. I have no idea. But 2020 was obviously a very weird year for everyone, and I mean, you could call it effed up year, awful year, horrible year, crazy year, whatever. It was a year like no other. Then all of a sudden it's followed up by 2021, which is like the year after the crazy year. And so it's almost like the last 2 years I've just kind of like floated, and there really is no such thing as coasting. You're either, there is no baseline staying the exact same. You're either getting better or you're just gradually, getting worse. And that doesn't mean that things are going south or awful. It's just you're not, everything's in motion. Everything is temporary. Everything's in motion. So it's impossible for me to fool myself that I'm just coasting and nothing's going on, where everything is going on and something is going on. And what's going on is I've just kind of loosened up my grip in a few areas. I've got away from some of the things that I was getting after at the time and switched gears in one area. And so now it's just time to kind of get back on track. And because ultimately, I'm really getting specific about what I want 2023 to look like. I just want to show you guys this, or show me this cool sunset. Phoenix has awesome sunsets. Is whatever is going on in my mind, and it's the end of November. I've always been in sales. I sell solar, and I've sold solar since 2011, and November, December, and January are just slower months. They just are. And they just have been. Now, I don't know if that's just a story I'm telling myself and just being lazy or what, but typically it's not like I'm having huge sales months this time of year. And so whenever I'm in a funk or a slump, like I get discouraged. I start getting worried, like, oh man, what's going to happen? Am I going to have to go get a job? Am I going to have to, do something else or whatever? Because I've got to, my team's really small, and they, we're small. We're just small producers, and just no one, it's referral only, return customer, and I've just been blessed. I just am grateful for the business that I get because it's all word of mouth. I don't market, and it's been like that for years. So when I get discouraged, like I've been today and this past weekend, like I can start thinking negative. So I want to encourage you not to think negative and to remember just to stay in gratitude, because that's just what I'm telling myself. And what I would tell a friend if they were going through something that I'm going through is just, man, just everything's going to work out fine. And I know it will. Like, it always gets better. Like, it has been my experience in this life. This is my experience is that everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. And life only gets better. And that's been my experience. And I've been through some real shit. And I wouldn't call like what I'm going through now like a horrible time of despair. No, not at all. It's like anybody else. I think I can get a little concerned about finances even when I have no reason to be concerned about finances. And the reality of it is even if I was in major financial dire straits and things were just going down the crapper big time, like that still isn't even a real problem. Like anytime you can write a check or get a loan or borrow money or earn more money, or your problem is financially related, like that's not a real problem. That's not a real problem. A real problem is, somebody's in ICU, somebody passed away, somebody got some bad news, or somebody's in jail, locked up, or like writing a check, even if you've got millions and millions of dollars, like your millions and millions of dollars are not going to get out of this problem. So any type of financial problem is just not a real problem. That's what I'm telling myself. And so if you're feeling anything like I am, then tell yourself that. And so right now I'm at a place called Legacy. It's a huge sports complex, basketball courts, volleyball courts, outdoor volleyball, baseball, you name it, out in East Mesa. It's humongous. Emery's on this volleyball team starting tonight. And so I got a little bit of time to do this, but I hope you're having a great night. And my part of my goal, and I'll share some of my goals as time goes on. But one of my goals is to do at least 100 videos in 2023. And like I said, it just could just be for me, because time's going by. And that's one thing I've been tripping out about lately, is like at the end of January, I'm gonna be 50 years old. And that just sounds weird, because I don't feel like what I think 50 means. It just sounds weird. I don't even know what it means, but it's certain. Like if I put myself back when I was 30, I thought by the time I was 50, like I'd have it all figured out. I would have millions and millions of dollars and wouldn't have to worry about working. And I thought I'd be, I don't know. I just had delusions, I guess. But here I am, 50 years old, and now I'm getting a lot more clear to the idea that I will be working the rest of my life. That's fine. So I'm planning on checking out when I'm 85. Like I'm pre-programming here. I am leaving this planet when I'm 85. So you can place your bets now. Safe money is on 85 because I'm leaving. I am going to sleep one night and not waking up the next day, and just going to pass away when I'm 85, sometime during that year, because that's just what's going to happen. I already know it. And but most likely I'm going to have to earn income until I'm 75, because everything gets more expensive. I've got 4 kids. I want to help them. I still want to live this lifestyle I live of traveling and doing things and being able to help people and go places, and that takes money. So I got to make money till I'm 75, and I've never had a 5-year plan before. I've never had a 3-year plan before. In time, boom, yesterday was 2018 or 2017. So I've been tripping out lately on some things. So I'll just share that, because maybe you're tripping out too. But everything is great. Tonight, we don't live in a war zone. I've got clean water. I can go right in that building and get as much clean water as I want. I've got fresh air. My kids are healthy. I'm healthy. I feel great. I have a place to eat. I have a place to sleep tonight. I have food to eat. Like, the reality of it is that all those little factors that I take for granted sometimes, like, put me in the top 10% of the world. And look at all these people. A lot of them are in that same same boat. We're not homeless. You know, we're paying for our kids to go to, you know, volleyball, baseball, basketball, and do these fun things. And there's lots and lots of people. And so if we're all going through this, that means that there might be a little bit of stress in the vibration, and I know I have been contributing to it, and I'm going to stop. And I'm going to stop right now, and I'm just going to start just refocus on how good I have it, how good 2020 was, how good 2021 was, 2022 were to me personally, because they both, I mean, if anything, 2020 was a horrible year in a sense, in a lot of ways, but it did wake me up to a lot of things that maybe I wouldn't have been woke up to without it. So God has a plan. And just sometimes it's just when you're living life, you have to remind yourself that, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's the best thing. You don't know what consequences will be. Just keep moving forward. That's all we can do. Help each other and try to lift each other up. So hope you're having a good night, and thanks for checking in. We'll see ya.